Let's head straight into the entertainment news. First off, bloody civilians summoned to court for allegedly defaming Helen Ukpabio. Nigerian artist Bloody Civilian has officially been summoned to court for a hearing over the alleged defamation of the founder of Liberty Gospel Church, Helen Ukpabio. A document posted online showed the right of summons from a high court sitting in Calabar, Cross River State, requesting that the musician appear within 30 days. This comes as a result of her statements about the church owner in November 2024, where she asked that, and I quote, she literally made people burn their children alive, end quote. Helen Ukpabio's legal representative promptly issued a letter tagging Bloody Civilians' allegations as reckless, satanic, and libelous. Part of the letter read, and I quote, our client's attention has been drawn to your reckless, satanic, and libelous post on X, formerly Twitter, one of the world's largest social media platforms, end quote. The pastor also demanded that the singer retract her claims and publicly apologize on social media and in 10 international and national dailies within 72 hours. On top of that, she also demanded a whopping 200 billion naira in damages for the pain and stress caused by the defamation. In response to the initial document served against her in November, Bloody Civilian joked on X, formerly Twitter, saying, and I quote, guys, they just sued me for 200 billion naira. This December, I will add the following to my services: settling family disputes, weddings, comedy, end quote. Bloody Civilian is yet to publicly respond to the summons.
This has been going on since last year, and even at a point, I think the pastor's daughter also, Imalbong, came out to say a lot of things, and she was one that actually posted this new right of summons, saying that I finally got the court date. She's really, really happy that this is going to court. So I don't know when this whole thing started, we're like, what's going on? Even when Bloody Civilian put out that tweet about she literally made people burn their children, there were other people under the comment that talked about how Pastor Helen Ukpabio teaches people, especially when she's talking about witchcraft, the barbaric ways that she tells them to deal with the kids, which ends up being, if you look at the legal society that we are in today, which ends up being labeled as child abuse. And after this, that was when they started dragging Bloody Civilian. Obviously, I'm sure she has evidence of whatever it is she's saying, so let's just let the court judge.
I mean, it's not even about the evidence. I mean, as this started, you rightly said it started last year, and it's been a battle actually between Helen Ukpabio's daughter, who has come out to publicly, you know, defend her mother, and then Bloody Civilian calling her out and saying, you know, your mom actually did terrible things. A major part of social media has also come out, you know, to say things about these happenings and how she allegedly has abused human rights, you know, and children's rights as well. It's a big accusation as well, and yeah, I mean, to save her own face and save her name, is only right that, you know, she takes this to court as well, if they have the right evidence to back it up. But yeah, it's a difficult situation. 200 billion.
It's a lot of money.
Wow. Wow.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how this goes. Okay? Still on the entertainment news, arrest warrant against Mercy Chinwo's former label owner is still in effect. On Monday, February 17, a federal high court in Lagos State held its arrest warrant against singer Mercy Chinwo's former manager Ezekiel Onyedikachi, thank God, also known as Easy T, remains in effect. Justice Alexander Oweye said this while adjourning his trial for alleged fraudulent conversion of money. The justice issued an arrest warrant against the label owner following an ex parte application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Mercy had alleged that the defendant diverted about $345,000 representing royalty due to but EFCC counsel Mrs. Bilikisu Buhari had told the court that prosecution was unable to effect service of the charge on the defendant, who she said had been unreachable. The court consequently granted the application for arrest warrant against Onyedikachi. At the last adjourned date, January 24, defense counsel Dr. Monday Ubani undertook to accept service of the charge on behalf of the defendant. Ubani, however, informed the court of a preliminary objection to the charge filed by him, and the court adjourned the case for arraignment of Onyedikachi. At the resumed hearing of the case on Monday, Ubani announced appearance for the defendant, while Mr. Rotimi Oyedepo, SAN, appeared for EFCC. Ubani then informed the court that although the case was slated for arraignment of the former manager, he had a preliminary objection before the court. No sooner had Ubani said this than the judge asked, "Where is the defendant?" And in response, Ubani told the court that his client had called to say that he was involved in an accident on Monday morning. But Ubani said that his client would be available on the next adjourned date, praying the court to allow him to move the preliminary objection. But the judge declined, as Oweye held that the court had yet to assume jurisdiction over the case since the plea of the defendant had not been taken. Reacting, EFCC counsel described the defense counsel's prayer as strange and improper. He told the court that the defendant was seen within the court's premises granting media interviews shortly after the court rose at the last adjourned date. Meanwhile, the EFCC counsel prayed the court to issue a bench warrant to compel the defendant to appear before the court to protect the integrity of the court. However, Ubani objected to the prayer, saying that he undertook to personally produce the defendant in court on the next adjourned date based on his reputation and integrity as a senior lawyer. In a ruling, the judge held that the bench warrant earlier issued by the court had neither been vacated nor withdrawn. He held that the defendant should appear in court on the next adjourned date for arraignment, either by the subsisting bench warrant or by production by his counsel. The judge adjourned the case until March 6 for arraignment of the defendant. And it goes on and on and on and on.
Well, it's a lot of drama.
Yeah, it is.
We rightly said before, we're here to report all the drama as it unfolds. I think I've watched too many, law and crime
Yeah,
series.
all them suits and
Yeah,
others.
I think I've watched too many for me to just look at this and say, you know what, this has to be some sort of time-wasting tactics, because it's so convenient that you have an accident just before your ruling.
Hearing,
All of this is time-wasting tactics, and if the judge or the jury or the people who are going to pass judgment on this, they will take all of this into consideration, knowing that also it could be that, you know what, the defendant is trying to gather enough evidences and a lot of stuff, and they're not ready for the defense yet. But it's funny to see how, you know, the back and forth is going. Let's see how it unfolds. We're here to definitely keep reporting it to you.
Yes, you said it all. I have nothing else to say. Let's just watch it unfold, because cases like this can take years. We've seen cases that people thought were minor cases take like 4 or 5 years. And we've seen cases that were supposedly complicated end up taking like just 1 or 2 years because they had their evidence and everything was ready. So let's just watch the drama unfold, like you said, J. Paul.
Move on to the next news on the entertainment scene. Regina Daniels deactivates Instagram account. Nigerian actress Regina Daniels has deactivated her Instagram account following rumors that her billionaire husband Ned Nwoko is the father of Nigerian actress Chika Ike's baby. Chika Ike recently shared a series of baby bump photos and a video on her Instagram revealing she's expecting a child. This led to speculation that the father of the child could be Ned Nwoko, who is married to Regina Daniels. In response to the rumors, Regina, who shared 2 children with the billionaire senator, chose to deactivate her Instagram account. Many social media users are suggesting that Regina should have anticipated such speculation, given that she is not Ned Nwoko's first wife. Some question her decision to deactivate accounts, implying that the drama was to be expected, especially since she married into a polygamous family. In related news, Senator Ned Nwoko has denied rumors that he plans to marry actress Chika Ike as his 7th wife, and that he is also expecting a child with her. A statement from his media team, which was posted on his social media handle, states that the rumor is baseless and completely untrue. The statement reads, and I quote, "Our attention has been drawn to the recent false rumors alleging that Senator Prince Ned Munir Nwoko is planning to marry Nollywood actress Chika Ike as his 7th wife and that she is pregnant for him. We categorically state that these claims are entirely baseless and a product of malicious speculation." Similarly, reports claiming he made statements about two-face and polygamy are completely untrue. As a public figure and with his wife also being an actress, it is not unusual for bloggers seeking attention to fabricate such stories. However, Senator Nwoko is currently on a national assignment focused on delivering his political mandate and has no time for distractions. This office remains available to journalists for verification of information, and we remind media practitioners of the consequences of spreading fake news. The public is advised to disregard these rumors and rely only on official statements from his office, end quote.
So on X, since since Chika Ike, the Nollywood actress, posted her pictures, a lot of people have been saying, who is the father, who is the father? And there's something about celebrities generally. When somebody posts something, people begin to ask questions. If you post pregnancy without a boyfriend or a father and you're like, oh, this is the father of my child, they'll ask who the father is. If you post anything, they'll ask you, who gave you a ring? Who are you getting married to? So when she posted this, and then not too long after Regina deactivated her Instagram, people just, in their mind, pieced it and felt something was connecting. And they stated, oh, maybe she was pregnant for his husband. But I'm just glad that he has come out with an official statement to debunk all the rumors. So let's just say nothing. At least both sides have said something, yeah?
I mean, like you said, it's only natural, especially in it's not a natural thing, to be honest, but it's the way the system is, the way the industry is. Once you leave certain questions to be asked, there will be lots of drama around it. And because Chika Ike did not mention her husband or anything, so all these attacks on Regina, and I can imagine why she will deactivate her account. It's a lot to take in, especially when people are throwing jabs at you. For her, it feels like she made a whole mistake. No, she's very happy.
She is.
You know, and if there's any drama or anything, I'm sure they will inform us. But I mean, we should let people live their lives.
Yeah, it's just crazy the way people think, behave, react, and everything. But at the end of the day, each to his own. And people need to also understand that celebrities are humans and they have feelings. So the same thing that you will not want someone to do to you or think about you, don't do it to celebrities because they actually do have feelings. Definitely. Right now, we will go on this break. Let's just go to the market and we will be back with ESplash. Stay tuned, guys. Now, wow.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. It's still the #1 entertainment spot for everything entertainment, and we're definitely here to keep you locked.
So this guy is so annoying. Like, why not just let this magician have his fun? Like, this guy is doing magic tricks now. Why are you putting his secrets out there? About they do your own thing. Like, he's trying to hustle for his daily 2K. They're spoiling it. What's that?
2025, we're not here for
because
magic.
A lot of people would be like, whoa, that's amazing. And then you now go there. Like, they always say a magician does not reveal a secret. But what did this guy do? Not mean he gets secret, but now he reveal them. Mind your business.
Okay. No wahala. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Social View, where we're going to delve into the world of social media, which is loaded with every kind of wheat and nastiness you can imagine. Catherine, are you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready, darling.
All right, let's check it out. First off, Aisha Nagogo says on X, whenever I beg for hotspots from my brother, and this is the name of the hotspot, helping the poor is my passion.
Wow.
It sounds like something I would do to my sister.
At the end of the day, you are a beggar, so you don't have a choice. If you will use it, fine. If you don't want to use it, fine. Are you the poor and needy at that moment? Yes,
you will use it.
And when you finish using it, if I use it to make money and still be the poor and needy, I'm helping him use his money.
That one day. All right, let's check out the next one. The next one says, "It gets some of us we never hear. Thanks for coming into my life. Now trouble will just be."
Are you serious? Has anyone ever told you thanks for coming to my life, J. Paul?
Have I told you?
Have you told me?
No, I've not. I can't. There's no reason for me to tell
you. Have you told me? No, you haven't, but a lot of people have told me that. I'm glad I met you. Thanks for coming to my life. You know, all of that shenanigans.
Okay, I'll think about this next year. let this year pass. All right, next up, Omotayo of Lagos says, as a married woman, you don't have any business being friends with a single lady. Ego Billions replies, she says, when it was time to pay 70K for Ashwebi and 40K for bridal shower, we were the best girls ever. It is well with our souls.
So I have a very big problem with this one. This is just double standard. I've seen a lot of conversation online where people say, oh, if you're married, discard your single friends. They're not good for you. They're not this. Oga, they've been your friends for years. When you wanted to get married, like that lady said, they were the ones that were your Chevy girls. Oh. They were your bridal train. Oh. When you called 250,000, they paid. They made your wedding colorful. They even went to learn down step with you, doing all the acting all silly for social media. But now that you are married, you have entered husband's house, they are not the best girls.
I'm sure it's just banter she's looking for, because of course it definitely doesn't make sense that you get married, then all your friends that you probably grew up with, you now abandon them because you're married.
I've seen a lot of people say
it. Who are you going to run to for help when you need help?
Sad.
You know? All right, let's check out the next one. And Wales on X says, what's that boarding school experience you cannot forget? And Myrex replies, he says, my first day at boarding school, they served us rice and I was waiting for stew until one guy told me it's jollof rice.
Oh, concussion rice, that is very wide. So, something people do not understand is that in this part of the world, there is the normal Nigerian jollof rice with bottom pot that you can use your hand to finish eating. And then there's something called concussion rice that is colorless. So when it's concussion rice, you will see the specks that there were signs of, you know, pepper and tomato, maybe small seeds, pepper seeds and all those things. But when it's jollof rice, you see the color. So please don't make that mistake again, or else your food will get cold. And if you're the type that doesn't eat cold food, or yours is your case, you're on your own.
Okay. We move on.
You have nothing to say.
I have nothing to say. You're just very, you know, you've explained it the best way you can. All right, one jobless boy says next on X, he says, the most abused word in Nigeria is definitely billionaire. And Kindness says, I raise you luxury.
Yes, I totally agree. The most abused word in Nigeria is luxury. So what is luxury? Luxury is something that is of good quality, that is expensive. But even cheap things are now called luxury human hair. But then you find out it's not even super double drawn. It's just single drawn. And you call it luxury. Luxury is raw dono. And if you don't understand what hair is, luxury is when you're buying, you know, designer brands and you're buying normal brands. Yeah, that's the difference. But everything now is luxury in Nigeria. Sad. Very sad.
Okay. I think she has explained it all. Because Catherine seems to be in a lecturer phase.
No, the thing is, I totally understand this. I've had a conversation like this with someone.
We understand that you understand this. You understand?
I have nothing else to say. I'll just swallow it.
We understand that it's not a wrap on social view, but don't go anywhere, because what are you watching? It's up next. Coming up next, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and everything binge-worthy. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
So much for staying tuned. It is Splash on TVC, and as you already know, it's Movies Tuesday. So let's check out what went down at the Captain America Brave New World Film House After Dark. After which, we'll be back with Social View, guys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Henry Orakwe, aka Groovy Mono, and I'm live at the premiere of Captain America Brave New World at Film House. Keep watching TVC. Stay blessed. Stay groovy.
I'm a huge fan of the Marvel series, and I think for me, I just want to see the transition from the previous Captain America to this new person, and just looking forward to see how he's going to kill the role. I mean, I watched the trailer and I think I'm really intrigued by what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to see what they have for us.
Chris Evans is the perfect Captain America, but I want to see what this guy has to offer. I'm really curious. I feel like he can bring in a whole new perspective because he's black, and then because there's the Red Hulk as well. Marvel is going to a new phase. There's a lot to expect, so yeah.
It's so exciting to have finally a black Captain America, Sam Wilson. Before we had a white Captain America, but now we have Sam Wilson, who's the new Captain America now, and we are so excited, especially because we have a very huge comic community here in Nigeria. As you know, I organized Lagos Comic Con, so it's good to now have a character that we can say, look, that looks like us, that looks like us in color and all that.
I'm going to miss Chris Evans, obviously. We've known him to be Captain America for years, and we're expecting this new guy to be better, but I don't know. I don't think he's great, but let's give him that benefit of doubt.
I'm expecting to watch a good movie, basically. I wanted something sweet, something new, so hopefully they can surprise me. I mean, Anthony Mackie, like I can see from the trailer, it seemed like he took up the mantle of Captain America, so I want to say the spice, the juice is going to bring on, so yeah.
I'm definitely going to mix Chris Evans. I can't wait to see the Captain America Brave New World, but Chris Evans is my Captain America any day, anytime.